Oh. Lovelorn Lockdown. Okay, my lockdown's actually gone really well, and which is unusual for me, being rock and roll's greatest failure. But I believe that they have now plateaued. You know, we've got, you know, as much as we can, especially since you throw all your good stuff into your first couple of programs, and you do wonder what you're going to do for the rest of them. So what we are going to see is a down curve, and I've always been known as somebody that could always turn any good situation to my disadvantage. And so I was thinking of how I would do that. And I came up with this idea. Why not do 5 romantic songs in a row? Because I know from doing live shows, I really just turn people off. so yeah, we're going to see a real serious down curve, and we're probably going to see a serious down curve during this particular show. And we'll start seeing the first tailing off after this next sentence. This was advertised as 5 romantic songs in a row. It's not. It's 6 romantic songs in a row. Now what I've done is quite interesting. When I'm filming this, I'm doing it with the phone, but I'm using the front camera of the phone, which means I can't see the people. So drifting off as I'm singing the songs, which is, you know, quite off-putting. I notice when you do gigs, it's off-putting when you're sort of when you're playing where you see loads of people getting up and going out. So singing the numbers watching is pretty much the same thing. Now, a couple of dedications. Nigel Marriott's birthday on Tuesday, and Terry said, well, I do a dedication for Denise, who's in hospital and can't have any visitors. And she said it'd really cheer you up if you did a dedication for her. And the reason I'm doing the dedication for her now is that this is possibly the only song in the whole show that she would go, oh, I'm glad it was that one, because all the others she would go, that was supposed to cheer me up. Because this is my 5 romantic songs in a row. And I've written lots of romantic songs about girls I've liked, and you know, usually after they've left me for somebody better. But there is the occasional opportunity to write one while they're still there. I only managed it once, and this one is called I Think It Must Be the Best Dream I've Ever Had. And I think it must be the best dream I've ever had, to be with you on such a starry night, it can't be surpassed. And after all the other kids my friends have dated with, by far baby, the best of all is you. Ain't there no one else around to love me when I'm down and not treat me like a fool? You wouldn't be so cruel, well, to me. And I think it was almost the dream of dreams to be with you so high and so finally. I'll forget the other girls that I've had in my dreams, 'cause by far, baby, the best of all is you. Ain't there no one else around to love me when I'm down and not treat me like a fool? You wouldn't be so cruel, well, to me. Ain't there no one else around to love me when I'm down and not treat me like a fool? You wouldn't be so cruel, farewell to me. Okay, that's as that's as happy as it gets, because now, as I said, I really managed to write one nice love song about someone who's still there. From now on, it goes from this to that, and from this to that. Okay, let's start the sorrow with this one. You might not know this. This is a song that goes with Geneva, actually. There's a reference to St. Julian in it, and if you check up in your map, you'll see that's right next to Geneva. And there's reference to the train fares and the airfares that I got from the travel agent. And just so you know why... you know, I am sort of romantic. I've still got the note from the travel agent as to how much the journey was. And you might wonder why Geneva, on all the records and everything, is spelt with an E. And the band thought this was rather sad when I explained, well, that's how she used to write it on her letters. So, there we go. This is from that era. It's called Can't Complain. Outside the departure lounge of Terminal 2, at the information desk waiting for you. Oh honey, you were looking so young, I knew you had to go, but I wanted to come. I can't complain. I kissed those sweet lips then, and at the same time I knew I might never ever see you again. I looked in my atlas to see where you were. I saw St. Julian, you're very near there. I went to the travel agent to find out the fare. She said it's 57 by train and 107 by air. I can't complain. I kissed those sweet lips then, and at the same time I knew I might never ever see you again. Now my friends, they all talk about the same things. I'm sure they don't know what true loving is. When I kissed you, honey, I saw all the things like stars and lights and rainbows, and I can't complain. I kissed those sweet lips then, and at the same time I knew I might never ever see you again. Thank you. There you go. Okay, it's more misery to come. This is, funny enough, this is misery that was requested. And a lot of you know this. I do this song quite regularly in my show because it's, you know, it is one of the romantic songs that I can get away with live, which is possibly why it was requested. It's called A Middle of Winter. So I told you it was sad. I'm so cold and you're so warm, and it's the middle of winter. Middle of winter. I'm so cold and you're so warm, and it's the middle of winter. Middle of winter. Who's the boyfriend? Is he new? Is he entertaining you? Tell me, does he take you to the places that you want him to? I see you got some brand new clothes, brand new shirt and brand new shoes, and you're showing off with the things you got, and you're walking around with your hair cut short. You want to say where you've been away since you came back yesterday, but you've got yourself a suntan in the middle of winter. Who's the boyfriend? What's he like? His car's outside your house all night, and I don't know what's happening, and it makes me feel like hitting him. I'm so cold and you're so warm, and it's the middle of winter. Middle of winter. There's a man's washing on your line. Now where the hell did that come from? Bermuda shorts in the middle of winter. See, you got some brand new clothes and brand new shirt and brand new shoes, and you're showing off with the things you got, and you're walking around with your haircut short in the middle of winter. I'm so cold and you're so warm, and it's the middle of winter. Middle of winter. Okay. This is a bit more, slightly bit more up tempo, because we've got two really sad ones to sort of finish with. I mean, they will astonish you. I remember practicing those, thinking, am I going to get away with this? But you are, because you're just basically in front of a camera, and you're watching the numbers go down. So of course you're going to get away with it. But I did this one earlier on, and when we were setting up the lockdown, and a few people said, oh, I'd like to hear all of that, because when I did it earlier on, I didn't have the guitar in tune. It's called Place Farm Way. Well, it was the coldest winter that we had ever known, and even in the Easter time the snow was on the ground, and the pictures on the postcards that were taken of the farm were taken when the melting snow had frozen on our land. Place Farm Way, where I used to stay in my youth, with someone I used to love, going back again to see the friends I lost along the way. And through the coldest weather, the men all worked the farm, and tried to see that Susie and me didn't come to too much harm. And though the place looked pretty, it really caused alarm. There was so much there to be taken care and frozen all the time. Place Farm Way, where I used to stay in my youth, with someone I used to love, going back again to see the friends I lost along the way. And now they greet the springtime with laughter in their eyes. With those cold days behind me, I will say goodbye. And as I look back down the old farm track, I'm glad I stayed a while. As they say, I'm gonna make my hay while the sun decides to shine. Place Farm Way, where I used to stay in my youth, with someone I used to love, going back again to see the friends I lost along the way. Okay, we're heading into the depths of heartbreak and despair. I mean, this is gonna, and it's two of them in a row, and it's really going to turn you off. I think, you know, it's slit your wrists time musically. So this one, very interesting stories behind them. This song was originally called Losing, and me and Willie were recording an album, and I had all these wimpy romantic songs, and you know, and we just had a few ones that were Willie thought were okay. And we compromised. We compromised like this. We basically said, well, we'll one side with all the wimpy songs on, and the other one with all what Willie thought were the good ones. And we decided we could split it up because it was a 12-inch album, so you had different sides. So we thought we could have side wimp and side wild. And I had, Willie had this sort of really good idea for one song that was really exciting, and he said, we'll just call that the title track of the side, The Wild. And then I played him this song called Losing, and he said, I think we should change the title of it and just call it The Wimp, right? So you can have side wimp with song wimp, and side wild and side wild. And this is, and when I play it, I mean, you'll understand why. This is Losing or Wimp, whichever you prefer. I used to think losing was coming in last. I now know it's not. Losing is not being able to find something that you know you've got. And having you lying there talking to me, saying, where is the passion that there used to be? How come I find someone else in my arms makes me feel much more happy. You played with fire, but you never learned when you kept warm and when you got burnt. And all of the time you kept watching the flames of desire destroy you. I never looked up, so I never saw any clouds. I never thought until the lightning flashed in my eyes. I never knew thunder could be so loud, or seen the rain hit the pavement so hard. I used to see Angela crying all night, head on my pillow and holding me tight, and I used to say it would all be alright, but I was not convincing. I used to think losing was coming in last. I now know it's not. Losing is not being able to find something that you know you've got. There you go. And if you thought that was bad, this next song I'm actually banned from playing live. Deadly the Roadies basically said, if you do that song live, I'm handing my notice in. I'm not going to do that. Basically, I'm seriously don't want to spend my time at the side of the stage listening to you do that song night after night. And it's a song that he called the Sad Puppy Song. And I think it's really nice. I mean, I was obviously quite heartbroken when I wrote it, so it obviously sums up how I felt. But it's not a way that I felt the Deadly wanted to put up with very often. And one thing, as I say, I'm not watching the numbers because I'm not watching them go down, but they will certainly go down by one if Deadly is actually watching this. He's going, no, no, no. And if you're actually watching the number of people that are watching this, don't be deceived if you think the number's rather high. What it is a lot of people just want to see how many people have turned off, so they just put their phones onto mute, and they just pop into the room every few minutes just to see how badly I'm doing. Okay, so this is the Sad Puppy Song, and is the as I'll be pleased to know, the last of the 6 romantic songs in a row. He took a photograph of you in a long black dress, sat for an hour and waited for the picture he wanted of your eyes. And I sat and sang some songs that I believed you loved. I saw tomorrow's empty days. You kept a diary then, so that you'd remember everything, every nuance, every movement, every thought and every word. But that was back then, and now you never raise a pen to fill the empty pages the empty days. But I ain't crying, and I ain't sad, but when I think about how we've turned out, it often drives me mad. And I ain't saying you did it wrong, it's just that life's become a pain that just goes on and on and on and on and on. I opened the envelope and I read that note about climbing up a mountain with one hand behind your back. And I couldn't see why you felt that it was me that was keeping you from getting to the very top. I have a photograph of you in a long black dress. You're writing in a diary and just smiling with your eyes. Outside the depth of field, the words are just too blurred to read, but you can just about make out the sentence, please don't let this stop. But I ain't crying, and I don't fret. This is not about some things I've done that I now regret. And I ain't saying you did it wrong, it's just that life's become a pain that just goes on and on and on and on and on. There you go, thank you so much. And if you've put up with all that and you want something to cheer you up, if you go on the Facebook site and come down a couple of posts earlier, Wild Willie Barrett's done a really good up-tempo, exciting song that I think's great and certainly better than anything that you've heard from me tonight. I'll check the numbers. If I haven't got rid of enough people, I might have to think of something worse to do next week. So, cheers. Lovelorn Lockdown.